Infinite supreme peace to all the divine souls. What is a soul? What does it look like? Where does a soul reside? The existence of an Atman, soul, is accepted by all religions as divine truth. In some cultures, the Atman is called spirit of or Ruh, while in other cultures it is known as soul. Science more or less defines the Atman or soul as consciousness or energy. A spiritual seeker is always aware that he is a soul and this body is merely a vehicle of his soul to carry out his actions. A Behad soul is made of Param Prakash or supreme divine light. The divine light rays of the soul that surrounds the core of the light and spreads out in all directions is called might. By might, we must know it as Prakruti or nature. The energy of the soul, the might, always resides surrounding the soul and forms a protective sheath around the light or soul. The might or power of the soul always protects the soul from any dangers or stops any negativity, dirt, to enter into the core light of the soul. The Atman soul is situated in the center of the mind between the eyebrows where we apply tilak. In Sanatan culture, we apply tilak at the center of our forehead between the eyebrows. The true nature of Atman is pure divine and in the form of light. The soul glows with pure white light just like the stars that glow in the darkness of the night. In our scriptures, Shastras, the size of a soul is described as smaller than the 1 trillionth part of the tip of a hair strand. Atman or soul cannot be seen with the physical human's eyes. It is only when we are in the state of soul consciousness that we can perceive and experience our soul. The Atman contains our mind. Inside the mind is the intellect, and inside the intellect lies our character. Sanskar. These sanskar are our mental impressions, recollection, and psychological imprints. These impressions or sanskar are the seeds of our karma, which manifest over the course of time. The soul carries out its action of the body through the mind. In reality, the soul remains untouched by the actions of the mind or body. At present, we are in the second pararth of Lord Brahma. One pararth is equal to 50 years of Brahma. The first pararth of Brahma has been completed, and the souls have been fully trapped in the cycle of birth and death for the past 198 crore years. The human soul has now accumulated innumerable layers of karmic impressions upon itself, partning to its previous births because of the enormous amount of time spent on earth. At the time of death, the subtle body and the causal body go along with the soul. Soul is the owner of all these bodies, yet due to ignorance, most of human beings are completely unaware of these invisible bodies as they really only on their physical senses and consider the physical body as the only reality. This erroneous thinking leads to sheer waste of time and energy in the attachment to one's physical body. Mostly people on earth spend their whole life just to give pleasure to physical body and to maintain it physical body. When we practice being in a state of soul consciousness, only then we can realize all these subtle truths. Let's know about secrets of the various bodies and a soul possesses beyond visible physical body. Physical body. The body composed of the 5 gross elements, Pancha Tattva, 5 elements, earth, water, fire, and space. Akash or ether is called the physical body, Sthul Sharir. When the soul is in the physical body, then it lacks enough soul power due to the presence of earth element and water element. The body becomes heavy due to awareness of physical body. Only the mind and intellect of the human soul get deeply trapped in physical objects. Thus, the human souls get indulged in the enjoyment of this material world. which conceals the knowledge of the soul under the effect of illusion of five elements, world of creation. Subtle body, Sukshma Sharir. When the soul experiences death of the gross body, five elements are subjected to disintegration. The five elemental physical body changes into three elemental subtle body. Upon death, the earth element gets mixed with earth or soil water elements gets burnt in the fire and vaporizes, thereby remaining air, fire and ether elements. The body made up of remaining elements, air, fire and ether is the subtle body. The subtle body cannot be seen with physical eyes. The power in the subtle body increases after death because the two elements, the earth element and water elements, are not present in it. The lesser the karmic burdens, the greater will be the lightness in the soul. When the soul does regular meditation or penance, the soul gets power and momentum to go to higher dimensions, lokas or layers. The higher the soul goes, the more happiness and peace it feels. Inside the subtle body, Sukshma Sharir, all the emotions and impressions of karmic accounts of soul is present. The soul can travel in a subtle world by means of a subtle body. After the death of the physical body on the earth, the subtle body of the soul still retains the mind, intellect and impressions, sanskar. It is only through divine vision the subtle body can be seen. Similarly, the higher dimensions are made of finer subtle elements and thus these higher dimensions also cannot be seen with physical eyes. It requires divine vision. In the ancient days, our sages and saints, rishis and munis used to possess great divine power. They could travel with their subtle body to whatever dimension as per their thought power, sankalp shakti, whilst the physical body remains on earth. Causal body. One may have wondered how the mind is created. As soon as the soul is created, the mind also is formed. The mind gradually starts to generate thoughts due to registration of multiple thoughts in mind. During its journey, the intellect is created. When the soul performs karmas with the intellect, then the impressions, sanskar, are created. The development of sanskar then creates karan sharir or causal body. Furthermore, the subtle body gets developed from the causal body. Finally, the physical gross body is created from the subtle body. It is pertinent to note that each body is the cause of the creation of the other body. The body that is formed due to the aspect of our mind, desires, thoughts and actions is the causal body or karan sharir. The karmic bondages, sinful actions, lustful desires, repeated negative thinking, etc. rob of the power of our causal body. All the recordings of karmic accounts of soul are stored in the causal body. These imprints of karmas as well as the negativity stored in the causal body can be destroyed by charging the causal body with supreme power or supreme divine light. By charging the causal body, the content of Akash Tattva, either element, increases in the body and the soul is empowered to go to Vishnupuri or the causal world of this Brahmand. Diseases first manifest in the causal body and then it transmits to subtle body and lastly appear in the physical body. The causal body primarily is made of ether element. It is present from the throat area till the navel and appears in a form similar to a thin, luminous silver chain surrounded by soft glowing light on all its sides. Angels or farishtas possesses a bright causal body in Vishnupuri, the abode of Lord Vishnu. All the divine souls have a greatly luminous causal body. The causal body is composed of only the ether element, which is much subtler than the air element and fire element. The Vayu Tattva, air element, and Agni Tattva, fire element, contain the Akash Tattva inside them. This is why the subtle body is located above the causal body, enclosing the causal body within it. When the soul has very few desires and is in a thoughtless state, then the air element calms down and becomes peaceful. Therefore, the soul is able to experience the causal body. However, one needs to practice meditation regularly to increase the Akash Tattva in oneself as well as to experience the causal body. The more we are filled with agitation, anxiety, and desires, the more is the increase in the air element in the subtle body. The increase in the air elements leads to heaviness and agitation of the subtle body, which in turn leads to ignorant or tamapradhan negative state of soul and eventually to the development of black aura. Therefore, constant involvement in worldly matters creates immense pressure on the soul's divine light nature, resulting in a tamopradhan negative state of soul, and a black aura is generated as a consequence. The supercausal body or Mahakaran Sharir. The Mahakaran Sharir or supercausal body is made up of three supreme elements: Paramakash, Paramvayu, and Paramagni. Supreme ether element, supreme air element, and supreme fire element. The supreme elements are highly subtle and refined. Then subtle elements, these supreme elements are enclosed within the subtle elements. It also means that the subtle elements are made from supreme elements. When a soul thinks too much and has multiple unfulfilled desires, then the supreme elements gradually get converted to the normal subtle elements like air, fire, and ether. The thoughts, affirmations, sankalp of a soul manifest into reality through elements. So affirmations work through the tattvas elements. The more the thoughts, the greater will be the decline of energy in the soul. This is why the energy and power of the supreme elements are far greater than the average subtle elements. The supercausal body lies within the causal body. Only the souls who possesses a Mahakaran Sharir will be able to experience this supercausal body and travel to the supercausal world through dedicated practice of yoga meditation. When there is an increase in the levels of Akash Tattva, then the soul experiences peace. When there is an increase in the levels of Akash Tattva, then the soul experiences peace. When there is an increase in the levels of supreme elements or Param Tattva, then the soul experiences supreme peace, known as Param Shanti, ultimate divine peace. By constant pursuit of meditation and purification of negativities from various bodies, when there is a total absence of all desires, feelings, emotions for sense objects, etc., the soul travels to the Mahakaran Jagat or the supercausal world situated in Shivpuri. The souls in Shivpuri possess the supercausal body. An important point to note here is that the supercausal body is made of supreme elements, while the supreme supercausal body, which is known as Param Mahakaran Sharir, is made of Param Prakash or supreme divine light. Spiritually elevated souls or Behat souls have the supreme supercausal body, Param Mahakaran Sharir, as part of their soul body. The Param Mahakaran Sharir is composed of high quality supreme light and is the initial state after the formless stage or seed state or Bij Roop stage of a soul. That means beyond this supreme supercausal sheath, no other layer remains, only the pure soul in its incorporeal state. It is to be noted that the supreme supercausal body also contains the mind. However, in the incorporeal Nirakari state of the soul, there is complete absence of the mind. The Paramahakaran Sharir is the most subtle, the most refined, lightest in nature. This sheath has the highest amount of energy in it. The sheath of Mahakaran Sharir is on the Paramahakaran Sharir. The higher a soul travels, the subtler and more energetic its body becomes. In a state of pure soul consciousness, there will not be any trace of mind, not even existence of any type of supreme subtle body. Also, such a state of pure soul consciousness is known as the incorporeal seed state of the soul or Nirgun Nirakar Bij Roop Sthiti. Thank you, Infinite Supreme Peace, Infinite Supreme Divine Knowledge by our great grandfather at Bapujidashrathbhaipatel.